Hi guys, I hope you're okay and having a good day. I'm really hoping this is going to go okay first time because I'm really tired after my employment and support allowance questionnaire and everything I've had to put with it the last few days. This video is, as promised, I'm putting on the evidence that I've included with my questionnaire so that you can get more of an idea of how you can actually support your claim. As I've said in previous videos, just filling in the form and answering questions is not enough, and they unfortunately don't tell you that, they don't warn you of that, and then they turn around and blame you at appeal, saying you didn't give enough evidence, blah blah blah, when actually they never told you you needed supporting evidence in the first place. Yeah, they put a little box at the end asking if you've attached it, but it's not the same. So yeah, anyway, here we go. So I've obviously got the questionnaire, which I'm not going to put on because people have put the questionnaire on videos before and they've had it taken down on copyright grounds. But anyway, the evidence I have here is I've done a personal statement, basically just describing in detail my disability, my chronic fatigue syndrome, what I experienced from it. Then I've got my prescription request form with notes as evidence of my medications, so I don't have to take medications with me, which would be hugely impractical. My pain relief chart, what I take, when I take it, how much I take, etc. Now that was actually started because I took an accidental double dose of cocodamol on one occasion, and it's had the benefit that I can print it off and send it in as evidence. Then I have a letter from one of my from my OT, along with some information about chronic fatigue syndrome that she's sent in of her own accord, and that is really good. That is really good supporting evidence. There's two of those letters from her. Then I have photos of, you're probably not going to see it very well, but photos of an injury that I had when I had a fall, and I've labelled it as well, explaining what the situation is, what happened and why. Then there's pictures of evidence of jobs that I've not been able to do, like in this one I've not been able to keep up with the laundry. And then there's a whole bunch of leaflets or photocopies of instruction manuals and stuff like that for things that I've had to buy, living aids or adaptations. Like this one is of a lamp that I had to buy because of my light sensitivity. And then I also have photos of living aids that I need that I didn't have instruction manuals for, just as evidence that I still have them. then I can't show this because there's too many personal details, but there's a letter from a friend which basically is evidence that I've not been well enough to go to church for the last however long. Then there's another witness statement that my mum sent me that I can include. I'm including one that she did before and then her up-to-date one so that they can get a comparison of how I'm doing. And then I can't show this again, but for copyright reasons, a copy of the assessment done by a professional at Citizens Advice when I was going through my appeal, when I was denied it a couple of years ago. And so I've included that so they can see what I was like 2 years ago, and I've told them I've got worse since, but just so they can see what stage I was at then, and that, you know, they need to take me seriously. Then I've got a whole bunch of information from a book, I forgot what it's called now, it's by Emily Collingridge, and so I've printed off a lot of stuff from there because it talks about the different symptoms of chronic fatigue syndrome and how to manage them and how people with chronic fatigue syndrome feel. And then I have a photocopy of my referral from a consultant at my hospital referring me for the Botox therapy treatment for my migraines. And finally, I have the report from my my disability advisor at the Open University, talking about my dyslexia and my chronic fatigue syndrome, how it affects me, the adaptations I need from Open University to be able to do what I do with them. And so all this is evidence that can support your claim. So every single bit of evidence that you can do, including your personal statement, because that in itself is evidence. Every bit of evidence you can gather and include is helpful. So yeah, just basically include what you can: doctor's reports, occupational therapy reports, personal statements, letters, witness statements, anything you can get hold of that can support your claim for employment and support allowance. Having done all that, I had the medical I had last year. I put all that in. The doctor said, why they made you come in? Why have they made you come for medical? You've got enough evidence, you need it. Why have they made you come in? So they, you know, from one of the doctor's own mouth, evidence like that, they'd be stupid to take it off you and to not let you keep hold of it, because you've more than proved that you need it and you're not messing about. So yeah, just as much evidence as you can from wherever you can get it. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.